Last month, I had 3 different Lexus owners walk into my shop with the same devastating problem: timing chain failure, all under 100,000 miles, all on engines that should have lasted 300,000 miles without breaking a sweat. What did they have in common? They were all using the wrong engine oil. Look, I've been working on Lexus vehicles for over 20 years. I've seen LS sedans with 400,000 trouble-free miles, and I've seen brand new GX models need engine rebuilds at 60,000 miles. The difference often comes down to one thing: the oil you put in your engine. Today, I'm going to expose the oil types that are destroying Lexus engines across the country. We're talking about timing chain stretch, oil pump failure, and carbon buildup so severe it requires complete engine disassembly. This isn't about brand loyalty or sales pitches. This is about protecting your investment and avoiding catastrophic engine damage. Keep watching, because what I'm about to show you could save you from a $15,000 engine replacement. The oil that's killing Lexus engines. Here's the truth that oil companies don't want you to know. Not all 0W20 oil is created equal. Your Lexus manual says 0W20 synthetic oil, and most owners think that means any 0W20 will work fine. Wrong. Lexus engines have specific requirements that go far beyond the basic viscosity rating. They need oils that can handle direct injection carbon buildup, maintain viscosity under extreme heat, and protect timing chains that operate under tremendous stress. The problem oil: generic store brand 0W20 synthetics. I'm talking about the $15 per gallon oils you find at big box stores. They meet the basic API certification requirements, but they're missing critical additives that Lexus engines depend on. Here's what happens when you use substandard oil. Your timing chains start to stretch. The oil loses viscosity under heat, reducing hydraulic pressure to the chain tensioners. Without proper tension, the chains develop slack, which throws off valve timing and reduces power. Oil pump pickup screens get clogged. Cheap oils break down faster, creating more deposits and debris. When the pickup screen clogs, oil pressure drops and bearings start to fail. Carbon buildup accelerates. Low-quality base stocks don't burn as cleanly, leaving more deposits on intake valves and combustion chambers. This is especially damaging in direct injection engines. I've torn apart engines with less than 80,000 miles that look like they had 200,000 miles of wear, all because of inferior oil. The brand you need to avoid. Let me be specific about which oils are causing problems. Any store brand 0W20 that costs under $20 per 5-quart jug. If it's that cheap, it's cutting corners somewhere, usually in the additive package. Recycled oil blends marketed as synthetic. True synthetic oil is made from chemical-based stocks, not refined crude oil. These recycled blends don't provide the protection Lexus engines need. Any oil that doesn't specifically mention ILSAC GF6A certification. This is the current industry standard that includes tests for timing chain wear protection, multi-viscosity oils like 5W30 in engines that call for 0W20. Some owners think thicker oil provides better protection, but it actually reduces fuel economy and can cause timing issues in variable valve timing systems. Here's a real example. I had a 2016 RX 350 come in with timing chain noise at 70,000 miles. The owner had been using a popular discount brand 0W20 oil, changing it religiously every 5,000 miles. When we opened the engine, the timing chains had stretched beyond specification. The oil passages were clogged with sludge. The variable valve timing actuators were stuck. Total repair cost? $8,500. The owner thought he was saving money by buying cheap oil. Instead, it cost him nearly the value of his vehicle. Why Lexus engines are different. Understanding. Why certain oils cause problems requires understanding how modern Lexus engines work. Most current Lexus engines use direct injection, where fuel is sprayed directly into the combustion chamber rather than the intake port. This creates higher combustion temperatures and more stress on the oil. They also use sophisticated variable valve timing systems. The 2GRF EV6 in your ES or RX has dual VVTi that constantly adjusts valve timing based on driving conditions. These systems depend on precise oil pressure and flow rates. The timing chains in Lexus engines are designed to last the life of the engine, but only with proper lubrication. Unlike timing belts, which are replaced periodically, timing chains must be protected continuously. When you use oil that doesn't meet Lexus specifications, these systems start to fail. VVTi actuators stick or respond sluggishly, causing rough idle and reduced power. Timing chain tensioners lose hydraulic pressure, allowing chains to develop slack. Direct injection carbon buildup accelerates, reducing compression and fuel economy. Oil pump pickup screens clog faster, reducing system pressure. This isn't theoretical. I see these problems every week in my shop. The right oil for your Lexus. So what should you use? For most Lexus engines requiring 0W20, these oils provide proper protection. Mobile 1. Advanced Fuel Economy 0W20. This oil is specifically formulated for modern engines with timing chains and direct injection. It maintains viscosity under extreme heat and includes additives that prevent chain stretch. Castrol G TX Magnetec 0W20. The magnetic molecules in this oil cling to metal surfaces, providing protection during cold starts when most engine wear occurs. Valvoline MaxLife 0W20. Despite the MaxLife name suggesting high mileage vehicles, this oil works excellently in newer Lexus engines. It includes seal conditioners that prevent leaks without causing swelling. Genuine Lexus 0W20 synthetic oil. Yes, it's expensive at $8 to $10 per quart, but it's formulated specifically for Lexus engines. If you want zero risk, this is your choice. For engines requiring 5W30, mostly older V8 models, stick with Mobile 1 5W30 or Castrol GT X5W30. Both provide excellent protection for the 1URFE and 3URFE V8 engines. What about 0W-16? Some newer Lexus models specify this ultra-low viscosity oil. Only use oils specifically approved for your engine. Substituting 0W20 in an engine that calls for 0W16 can cause fuel economy and emissions issues. How to check your current oil. If you're not sure about the oil currently in your engine, here's how to evaluate it. Check the viscosity when cold. Good synthetic oil should flow easily even in freezing temperatures. If it's thick or syrupy, it's either the wrong viscosity or degraded. Look at the color. Fresh oil should be amber or light brown. Black oil indicates combustion byproducts and should be changed immediately. Feel the texture. Quality oil feels slippery between your fingers. If it feels gritty or has visible particles, change it now. Check for foam. Remove the oil cap and look inside the filler neck. Foam or froth indicates oil breakdown or coolant contamination. If any of these tests fail, change your oil immediately, regardless of mileage. The hidden costs of wrong oil. Using incorrect oil doesn't just risk engine damage, it creates a cascade of expensive problems. Fuel economy drops. Wrong viscosity oil increases internal friction, reducing MPG and costing money at every fill-up. Emissions increase. Degraded oil causes incomplete combustion, potentially triggering check engine lights and requiring expensive emissions repairs. Warranty issues. Using non-specified oil can void your powertrain warranty. Lexus can test oil samples and determine if proper oil was used. Resale value drops. Engine problems from oil neglect show up in pre-purchase inspections, costing thousands in negotiation. Early component failure. Wrong oil affects more than just the engine. It can damage turbochargers, hybrid system components, and variable valve timing actuators. Oil change intervals matter. 2. Even the right oil won't protect your engine if you don't change it often enough. Lexus recommends 10,000-mile oil change intervals under normal driving conditions, but most driving isn't normal. Stop-and-go traffic, short trips under 10 miles, extreme temperatures, and dusty conditions all qualify as severe service. For severe service, Lexus recommends 5,000-mile interval. In my experience, this applies to 90% of drivers. Here's why longer intervals are risky. Oil additives deplete over time. The anti-wear and detergent packages that protect your engine break down, regardless of oil level. Contamination accumulates. Fuel dilution, combustion byproducts, and moisture reduce oil effectiveness. Viscosity changes. Even synthetic oil thickens or thins beyond specification with extended use. I've seen engines with 150,000 miles that look like new inside because of 5,000-mile oil changes. I've also seen engines with 60,000 miles that needed rebuilding because of extended intervals. Warning signs. Your oil is wrong. Your Lexus will tell you if the oil isn't right. Watch for these symptoms. Timing chain noise on startup. A rattle from the engine bay during the first few seconds after starting indicates chain stretch or tensioner problems. Reduced power or hesitation. Wrong oil viscosity affects variable valve timing, reducing engine performance. Poor fuel economy. Thicker oil increases internal friction, forcing the engine to work harder. Check engine lights. Oil-related problems can trigger codes for VVTi malfunction, cam crank correlation errors, or lean running condition. Oil consumption. Engines using wrong oil often start burning oil through worn seals or stuck piston ring. Don't ignore these signs. Early intervention can prevent catastrophic damage. What dealers won't tell you. Here's something most Lexus dealers don't advertise. They don't always use genuine Lexus oil for basic oil changes. Many dealers use bulk oil that meets Lexus specifications, but isn't the branded product. This is legal and meets warranty requirements, but it's not always optimal. If you want genuine Lexus oil, specifically request it and expect to pay extra. Otherwise, ask what brand they're using and verify it meets ILSAC GF6A standards. Also, many quick lube places claim to use synthetic oil that's actually conventional oil with synthetic additives. Truthful synthetic oil costs more but provides significantly better protection. Always verify what's going into your engine, especially at discount oil change shop. The bottom line. Your Lexus engine is a precision instrument designed to last hundreds of thousands of miles, but it needs the right oil to reach that potential. Don't risk your engine with cheap, inferior oil. The money you save on each oil change isn't worth a $15,000 engine replacement. Stick with proven brands that meet Lexus specifications. Change your oil every 5,000 miles regardless of what the manual says. Monitor your engine for warning signs. Your Lexus deserves the best. Give it quality oil, and it will reward you with decades of smooth, reliable service. Cheap out on oil, and you're gambling with one of the most expensive components in your vehicle. The choice is yours, but now you know the consequences. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.